Hi everyone. Today I just wanted to give you a little bit of a closer look at a page I created using the Ali Edwards Digital Story Kit. And it's interactive, so I thought that showing you how it worked would be a little bit easier. I know that sometimes pictures can be hard to see how something was done. So this started out as the digital 7 by 8¼ paper that I opened up in Photoshop Elements, and I went ahead and removed the circles one by one, and then printed them individually in order to have an interactive page. So you'll see that I have the darker blue circle, and that particular circle is removable. Okay, it's held on by Velcro. And you'll notice that I have a photo on the other side, and that photo goes along with this story that I typed here. When I printed this out, I added the word art and the typing before I printed it. Of course, if you wanted to, you can just print it out and then put your journaling with your handwriting right in the middle. Again, on the back side here, I chose to put a photo. You could put the photo here, you could put the words here, whichever way that you feel would be easier. And then this circle can also be removed. Okay, also with Velcro. And you'll see that I have another photo on the back side of that. I picked a calendar of February 2022 to go along with my story. And then same thing here. Before I printed this particular piece of the paper, I put word art and I typed some story in there. So those two go together as well. And then last but not least, this circle is removable. And on the back side of that, you'll see I have a photo collage. And it was just 3 pictures that I thought went along with the story that I typed here. I printed this out. Again, same exact way, doing this in Photoshop Elements before printing. You can add the digital word art in Elements and then do some handwritten journaling. You can add your journaling like I did. You could put the picture here, the words here, whichever you feel would be best for you. But I just wanted to show you how this whole thing came together. And if you're interested in seeing more, I have a little clip of what I did in Photoshop Elements in order to separate these and print them out. This is just quickly walking you through PSE, where I use the magic wand tool to select each individual circle and to make them their own layer. And you can see how my settings are at the bottom. When I click on the darker blue, it selects the darker blue only. I'd like to include the orange, so I add to selection and click on the orange. And once that's selected, I go to the top, and under the layer menu, I find layer via cut. And then you can see when I make the background disappear that I have just that blue and orange circle. If I click the background again, I can once again go to New Selection, clicking the blue circle, and once again going to the Layer via Cut. That makes the blue circle an individual layer. And again, if I want the green circle, I can do the same thing with the tool, selecting the green circle, making a layer via cut. And now I have 4 individual layers with the circles all on separate layers. Now what I usually do here is really quick to make sure that there isn't anything left behind in that middle section. And I make a little error here, but you do need to make sure that your layer 0 is selected, and then take your eraser tool as a very large circle and go ahead and just click it once to remove any leftover residuals from the other layers. And then you can just go ahead and print this. It will print on a letter size page, and it will just print, as you can see there, what is remaining with the white on the inside. In order to print the other circles on one piece of paper, I will go and I will create a new untitled document in a letter size, and then I will take those layers onto that untitled document and be able to spread them out. Okay, so I select them by clicking on the top layer, holding down Shift, and then clicking on the third layer. And I will go to Layer, Duplicate Layer, and then I will choose that Untitled Document. And when I click over, you will see that those layers appear there all together. So basically, I just separate them by dragging them so they're not overlapping each other in any way. There you go. And I think I click print here and both of my documents show up. So I end up having to remove the first document. You'll see on top there, that's the first one. So I will remove that so it doesn't print. And then I'm left with this that I can go ahead now and print only on one sheet of paper. Okay, so you see that before I went ahead and actually printed those pieces of my page, I actually did add the word art and the journaling. So this first page basically is the 7 by 8 1/4 printed on a regular letter size piece of cardstock. And then over here, I have the other 3 circles printed all on the same page. And basically at this point, you would decide whether, you wanted to add photos to the other sides. You could print those out as well. But I'm going to go ahead and cut these circles out and then just kind of give you a quick walkthrough of how I put it all together. Okay, so I cut those circles out by hand, and I am sure that you could probably run them through your cutting machine. If you have the cut and the print, that's also an option. I just decided that doing it by hand was fine with me. And frankly, to be honest with you, it's a lot faster. So I have this page, which is the original 7 and 8 1/4 page. There's my printing. I cut that out. Then I have the larger circle, and that goes on top. And then I have the medium circle, which goes on top. And then, of course, I have the small circle. So all of them together are going to just layer on top of each other. And like I had mentioned to you before, I used really small Velcro dots. I have them here. I don't have information from the packet as to where they're from. Let me take a look here and see. No, it doesn't say, but I know they were from Amazon, and they are little tiny itsy bitsy Velcro dots. You'll see there. These are like the rougher side, and then the fuzzy side, the white fuzzy side looks like this. So they're really, really tiny, but they're kind of cool, and they actually are a little bit stronger than you would think they would be. Let's see. I'm going to show you once what I did. So in order to connect these together, I decided that I would put the dots down first on this page. So taking the white fuzzy part, because this is white and that is white, and I thought it would blend pretty good. I just put one white fuzzy dot up there, and then at the bottom I added another white fuzzy dot. So they are on there. Now, to make sure everything went together well, I took the other side, which is the rougher side, and I pulled them from the page, and I placed them on top with the sticky side up. So you're just kind of connecting them together already there you go, like that. Okay, so right now what you see is the sticky side. It's really hard to see. I wish I could bring it closer and show you. Do you see? Little tiny sticky dots. And both of them are back to back, and the sticky side is up. So then you carefully take whatever you want to attach, and you just kind of have to line it up. Let me move this stuff out of the way and put this in the middle. So you're going to go ahead, and again, I had a photo on the back side. You can do the same exact thing. I'm just showing you what it looked like. You want to line it up and get it as close to covering the space that you want to cover as you can. So you're just kind of pushing down on the adhesive so that it sticks to that top circle. And then you just pull it up. And so now you have that Velcro there, so you can put it back together again. And when it catches, you could feel it. And again, you just push down, make sure the pieces are together like that. and then it sticks. You can see. And honestly, once you have put your holes in and placed it into your album, everything kind of lays on it, and then it really does stay together quite well with those little tiny Velcro dots. And then I just did the same exact thing. I placed a Velcro dot here and here at the bottom, and I attached that one. And then I think I did one here and here, and I attached that one. And so then basically in the end, all of them stick together. This is my finished page right here. All of them stick together, and I also attached little tabs that I made on the outside. And basically to do that, I just cut out a little 3-inch circle with my circle punch, and I used, I think this was from, maybe it was either an add-on with the action kit or it was a part of the action kit. But this particular 3x4 stamp set has some really cool sayings on it about taking action. So I basically just bent them as best I could into kind of a curve. And then I just stamped around the outside of this circle. And then all you would really need to do is just cut these out like this. And once you've cut them out, very easily, like I said, I slid them under here to kind of peep out, and just adhere it with your basic rolling adhesive. There it is right there. You see that? Okay. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I am happy to answer any that you may have. I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for watching.